Hello, interwebs. I hope you're all doing well. You are currently catching me without my glasses right now and actually wearing pajamas. I'm wearing my Star Trek Deep Space Nine and Cerritos t-shirt and Harley Quinn pajama set. It's very matching. It's not autistic at all. I can't match things for crap. But the reason I'm up at 2 in the morning right now is because I'm having a hard time sleeping. And normally I have insomnia just generally anyways. It's hard for me to sleep. This has been a problem with me going back to when I was a little kid. But lately it's been harder and harder and harder lately. Just because of the amount of stress that these past few weeks have caused me. And I'm going to be honest, earlier tonight, if you saw my Twitter, and I won't get into it, there's just stuff that pisses me off. These past weeks have just been a lot of anger and pain and hurt based on the harassment I'm getting for J.K. Rowling. And I'm tired to keep harping on that. I feel bad for talking about it because it's yeah, we know. I'm sure you all know. Yes, Jesse, we heard you're dealing with shit. And then there's stuff from people who I thought better of that have framed my own words against me disingenuously that have made me very upset and very angry. Anyways, it's just frustrating. And I feel frustrated that I constantly have been talking about it these past few weeks because it's just all that I've been forced to think about, and yet I feel annoying for mentioning it. Anyways, sorry to start there. The reason I wanted to say all that, though, is because I did want to take a moment to take this video, but also to, say it to everybody out there, and remind myself, really, that amongst all this crap that I've been dealing with and that a lot of trans people have been dealing with, there has been some beauty as well. There's been a lot of discourse about how, people are made to feel like they aren't allies because of the wizard game or whatever, what have you, da 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 da. But what I've actually seen, if I look past all the horrible stuff, and sometimes it's hard to do that, is I've seen beautiful moments too. There have been so many of you out there who watch these videos who sent me kind words. I haven't been able to respond to all of them. Speaking of which, speaking of kind words, here's my Newt man. Hello, bud. He knows his mama needs some love. He might even start purring for all of you. But I've gotten so many messages from all of you, kind people out there. You can even hear him purring, possibly. I haven't been able to respond to all of them, but I get letters and DMs and emails from people saying, Jesse, you've been an inspiration to me. And that means a lot because all of you inspire me. I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to keep going if I didn't see beautiful people out there doing beautiful things. And, there's a lot of talk about leftist infighting and drama, and I do believe that that's a problem, but it is a problem of specific people. Most creators that I see in this space, the ones that aren't making the loudest noise or constantly getting the clicks because of this person's attacking this person or, oh, they slammed this person, are the people that are trying to build community. So many creators that I know, from Aronach to, I just mentioned Aronach because Aronach's been in a lot of my videos, to many others behind the scenes, constantly check in and are there for each other, just sending love to each other and kindness to each other, and it really means a lot. It really does mean a lot to me, and I hope I do the same for others. I try my best to. Sometimes I'm too busy, and I feel like I don't do enough to care for others in this space. There are kind people out there. There really are. And that's who I want to fight for, It's been frustrating with this constant nonsense going on right now. Because it frames, as I said in my big video about it, is it constantly frames as us fighting over the bare minimum. What we need to be focusing on is creating our own community and attention, creating beautiful things for ourselves, creating great love for each other and the things that we love in our life, like this little guy, this little annoying guy. I don't know. We fight over stupid video games when we can make our own. We do make our own. There's many trans creators out there making kick-ass video games. I'm hopefully making great videos. You know, today, despite all the nonsense, I spent all of today actually filming a big video that has nothing to do with any of this stuff. And I have a big project coming at the end of the month that has nothing to do with any of this bullshit. But it's stuff that I'm excited about and hopeful for, that I'm creating and hopefully going to be able to use to have a conversation with all of you about beautiful things, as opposed to hateful things. And sadly, we're going to have to keep talking about hateful things because it seems like that's going to be the topic of discourse for a lot of hateful figures, from people who wish to be seen like as if they're being, as if there's a witch hunt against them when they're actually billionaires, or politicians who wish to make their platform built upon hating a minority group so they can grow their platform based off of that hate. It's sadly what we're going to have to be dealing with as trans people, and what many other minority groups have been dealing with for a long time as well. But at the end of the day, that's all they have. They have hate and nastiness because they can't make anything relevant on their own. They can't generate something beautiful on their own anymore. So all they generate is this perpetual wheel of hate because it's all that's in front of them. We make things for ourselves. We make beautiful things within our community by building bridges to each other, whether that be through art and conversation and checking in on each other, giving each other hugs, purring really loudly. That's the beautiful things in life that hateful figures won't have. And I say all of that to remind myself of that, because sometimes I get caught up in the anger too, the anger at people who I thought could be better, people who I wanted to be better, and you aren't. It does hurt. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but there's so many more beautiful things out there. Like you. And like this little guy who's somehow found a way to sit on my chest even though I'm sitting up. Defying gravity. Anywho, love you all. Say goodbye, Newt. Yeah.